Did you know that in 2026, if your household income for married filing jointly is $252,000 or more, the IRS won't let you contribute to a Roth IRA at all? That's the reality for a lot of high earners. The rules change once you cross certain income thresholds, and the standard advice you'll find online often doesn't apply to you anymore. But here's what most people don't realize. High earners can still legally shelter well over $70,000 a year into tax-advantaged accounts. Most people are only using a fraction of that. By the end of this video, you'll know the exact order to do it in, including 2 moves almost nobody talks about, steps 6 and 8. That could be worth tens of thousands of dollars over your career. Wait, you may also ask, why does order even matter? Can't you just throw money at everything at once? Technically, yes, if you have unlimited cash. But most people, even high earners, are optimizing where their next dollar goes. The order discussed here is built around one idea. First, capture free money and guaranteed returns, then move to tax-advantaged growth, finally flexible growth and goal-specific accounts. All right, let's get into it. Number 1 place to invest your money. First, build your emergency fund. Before a single dollar goes toward investing, you need a cash cushion for at least 6 months of your monthly expenses, such as rent or mortgage, utility, grocery, etc., and held in a high-yield savings account where it's safe and liquid, not invested in the market. If your income is variable, bonus-heavy, commission-based, save up 9 to 12 months to give yourself an extra buffer for absolute safety. This is your foundation. It's what keeps an unforeseen circumstance, such as a medical bill, a car repair, or a family emergency from turning into a financial crisis. The worst thing that can happen without an emergency fund is forcing you to sell investments at the wrong time or rack up high-interest debt to cover the gap. That's why it's critical to establish the reserves as step number 1. Number 2, place to invest your money. You need to capture the full employer 401k match. If your employer offers a 401k match, this is non-negotiable, the highest priority to invest your money regardless of your income level. Check out my other video if you still have questions. This is free money you don't want to miss. The only reminder I'll mention is check your vesting schedule. If you don't plan on staying long-term, find out how much of that match you actually get to keep. The third place to invest your money, your ESPP, if your company offers one. If you work for a public company, you may have access to an employee stock purchase plan. This lets you buy your company's stock, often at a discount of around 15% through automatic payroll deductions over an offering period. Some plans also have a look-back feature, which lets you buy at the lower of the price at the start or the end of the period. Combined with the discount, that can mean an immediate, close to guaranteed return the moment shares are purchased. There are some strategies around whether to sell quickly or hold it longer term. Let me know if you want to learn more about ESPP. I'll create a separate video for it. The fourth place to invest your money, pay off high-interest debt. Before investing further, clear anything with a high interest rate. Credit cards, personal loans, anything above 7 to 8%. Use the avalanche method, highest interest first, or the snowball method, smallest balance first. Whichever keeps you motivated to actually finish would work. You may ask why only consider the debt above 7 to 8%? Let's break this down a bit. Looking at the S&P 500 over the last 30 years, the average annual return has been roughly 7% once you factor in inflation. When you have debt sitting at a similar rate, you're really choosing between 2 paths. Invest the money and use the return to pay down the debt over time or pay the debt down directly. So think of it like this. If your debt costs more than 7 to 8% a year, paying it off is like winning against the stock market's typical return. In that case, it makes sense to pay it off first. We'll talk about lower interest debt later in the video. You may have a different perspective. Share it in the comments and we can discuss. The fifth place to invest your money, max out your health savings account if you qualify. If you're healthy and on a high-deductible health plan, the HSA is the most tax-efficient account available to anyone, regardless of income. HSA is known to have triple tax advantage no other account offers. Contributions are tax-deductible. Growth is tax-free. Withdrawals for qualified medical expenses are tax-free. Based on all the benefits, it has earned its 5th place on the ranking. If you don't have a high-deductible health plan, you can move on to the next one. The 6th place to invest your money, the Backdoor Roth IRA. Here's where it gets specific to high earners. Once your income crosses the IRS threshold, you're no longer allowed to contribute directly to a Roth IRA. You can still choose the traditional IRA since there's no income limit. However, the contribution is usually non-deductible. So now you have 2 options. The contribution itself starts the same way either path you choose. Money goes into a non-deductible traditional IRA. From there, which option is the most optimal depends on your tax situation. Option 1 is convert it to a Roth, the Backdoor Roth. This is usually the better move for most high earners since it locks in tax-free growth and withdrawals in retirement with no required minimum distributions. Or option 2 is leave it as a non-deductible traditional IRA. This can make sense if converting right now would trigger a large avoidable tax bill under the pro rata rule, or if you expect to be in a meaningfully lower tax bracket later and want to delay the decision. For most high earners, converting to Roth is the more common recommendation, but it's worth running the numbers on your specific tax situation before deciding. The 7th place to invest your money is max out your 401k. Beyond the employer match, push toward the full annual employee contribution limit. As an example, for 2026, the IRS lets you contribute up to $24,500 of your own money. If you're 50 or older, you can add another $8,000 catch-up contribution, bringing your total to $32,500 for the year. This lowers your taxable income today if you elect to contribute to traditional, or builds tax-free growth if you elect to contribute the money in Roth 401k. Many high earners like splitting contributions between both for tax diversification in retirement. The 8th place to invest your money is the Mega Backdoor Roth if your plan allows it. This is the step almost nobody uses, mostly because most people don't know it exists. If your 401k plan allows after-tax contributions and allows in-plan conversions or in-service withdrawals, you may be able to contribute well beyond the standard employee limit and convert it all to Roth. Call your plan administrator and ask 2 questions. Does my plan allow after-tax contributions? Can I convert those to Roth, either in-plan or via in-service withdrawal? If both answers are yes, this is one of the highest value options available to a high earner. Here's what that can look like with real numbers. For 2026, the total combined contribution limit across employee, employer, and after-tax contributions is $72,000. Say you contribute the full employee elective deferral of $24,500, and assuming your employer adds $5,000 in matching or profit-sharing contributions. That leaves room for $42,500 in after-tax contributions. That's $42,500 you could potentially contribute after tax and convert to Roth, on top of your regular $24,500 contributions, all within the same plan. Has any of you done this? Share your experience in the comments below so we can all learn from each other. Let's move on to number 9 place to invest your money. 5-2-9 plan. If you're saving for education. If you have kids or plan to help fund someone's education, a 5-2-9 plan offers tax-free growth on withdrawals used for qualified education expenses. Many states also offer a tax deduction or credit for contributions on top of the federal benefit. Because this money is earmarked for a specific goal rather than retirement, It typically comes after your retirement accounts are funded. That said, if your state offers a deduction, it's worth contributing at least enough to capture the full deduction each year, since that'll reduce your taxable income on top of the tax-free growth. The 10th place to invest your money can be an optional parallel track between real estate and paying down low-interest debt. At this point, the remaining moves aren't strictly sequential, and it really depends on your personal preference and goals. Option number 1 is real estate. Buying an investment property or investing passively through a real estate investment trust or syndication have many benefits. Real estate can add diversification, potential cash flow, and appreciation outside the stock market. It's also less liquid and more hands-on, so weigh that against your other goals and decide if this is the right investment for you. Or option number 2 is paying down remaining low-interest debt, the mortgage or student loan you left alone back in step 4. Paying it off early gives you a guaranteed return equal to the interest rate, plus the psychological win of being debt-free. Investing that money instead has historically produced higher returns over the long run, but there's no wrong answer here. It depends on how much you value flexibility and growth versus certainty and peace of mind. The last place to invest your money, number 11, is taxable brokerage and beyond. Once your tax-advantaged accounts are maxed, a standard taxable brokerage account gives you full flexibility. No contribution limits, no early withdrawal penalties, access to your money whenever you want it. From here, some high earners branch into direct business investment or other alternative assets, but the core principle stays the same. Keep costs low, stay diversified, and stay consistent. There you have it. That's the order I'd follow, step by step. Thanks for tuning in today. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these steps has made the biggest difference in your financial life? Is there any other option I have not included that you would like to share? Please leave a comment below. Hit the thumbs up and happy investing.